Welcome to iiRcade 106, the moment iiRcadians have been anticipating since 1981, when Jong first imagined launching iiRcade as a young lad. This is the event of the millennium, 40 years in the making, and almost 1 year since I launched on Kickstarter. Are you ready for the main event? In the red corner, wearing a triple XL t-shirt and weighing in at 922 pounds due to a diet of large amounts of strawberry and orange starbursts, introducing Chicago Jong Shin.
Woo! You are going down. I am a PWO. I can kick anybody's butt. Anywhere, anytime. This is John, the PWO.
Yeah. And in the blue corner, let's get that mic moving. Oh, wait. In the blue corner, from the city of brotherly love, home of wrestling legends Blue Meanie, Stevie Richards, Rocky, boxing legend, and more importantly, home of the founder, inventor, creator of RetroMania, Mike Retro Herman.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Took us a while to get here, but we're here.
Yes.
We're here, yes.
And
How's
one last
everybody
comment,
doing?
guys. Let's
Connor,
get
did we
ready
mention
to RetroMania Wrestle. Okay, guys.
There we go.
Woo, woo. By the way, did we mention how much Mike weighs? Has to be heavier than me.
927 pounds, John. 3 pounds heavier than you.
Only 3
It looks
pounds.
heavier on camera. I'm heavier on camera. I got about 7 cameras on me right now.
Mike, this is what a day this is. I mean, you refused, and so did John, refused to not launch the ultimate product. Things were happening in the background and people were demoing and loving it. And now the day is finally here. Mike, how does it feel to be here on RetroMania launch day?
It's awesome. It definitely a long road to get here. It seems like, I've been meeting with Jong and his team every week for the past probably 4 or 5 months now to get to this day. And it's awesome. It's finally here. I'm so excited. Everybody's going to be able to get this in their hands very, very shortly. I don't know, Jong, did you already say the time and everything? I don't want to give it away if we didn't yet.
No,
but...
no,
Okay.
Nothing was said.
All right.
It could be soon, John. Could be very soon.
Maybe.
John's still playing the maybe. Who knows? Could it be today? I think it might be. You don't know. John, how about you, John? How does it feel to finally be here on this day, the RetroMania day?
Oh my God, amazing. One thing I can tell you, most amazing man in the whole entire world. Oh, why did you?
Oh, okay. Let's put him down. Okay.
Right there.
There he is. Okay. Yep.
Perfectionist, right? He doesn't want to deliver you anything that is even like 99% there. He wants to be 102. And that was one of the big reasons why the time was delayed, because Mike wanted to make this perfect, right? Mike is the type of person who says, well, 59 frames per second, that's not good enough. It has to be 60.
That's right.
And you know what? He made it happen. Anything is possible, especially for him. So I am Mike. As a fellow gamer, as a fellow game lover, I want to say thank you, because you did deliver us the perfect game that we're looking for. We love you. Woo!
Yeah.
Yes.
It's awesome. It's awesome that RetroMania has a home on iiRcade. It just looking at the cabinet in my office here. It's amazing. It's such a dream come true. So I thank you guys for making that happen. It's just awesome.
Beautiful, guys. And on that note, let's play a quick video just to get people psyched up, and then we'll continue with the launch show.
Welcome to RetroMania Wrestling! over 15 unique arenas. So many ways to play. Choose from 16 wrestlers from yesterday and today. Wow! 8 wrestlers in the ring at once. Over 50 possible match types.
There we go.
Yes. Yes. I love that explosion at the end, John. We're
Very
getting
cool.
some better graphics. Things are
Of course.
we got flames and smoke. No more
Well,
no
you
more
know-
no more analog props. No more yeah.
Of
All
course,
right.
of course. And we're talking about the best game in the world here, right? So we had to get the fire up there because we are fired up. You know what I mean?
That's right. Hey, Mike, I know you've I'm guessing you've made a few connections building this game and getting to know. Have you gotten to know any of the wrestlers?
Yeah, actually, I have. I've gotten to know quite a few of them pretty well. And it's been a great experience throughout the whole thing from start to beginning. I've made a couple friends through the way, and it's been great getting to know a couple of the guys as well.
Hey,
Awesome.
hey, Mike, can I ask you a favor? There's somebody that I really, really want to meet, but I haven't had a chance. Stevie Richards. Can you somehow make it so that you can introduce him to me?
He's a pretty busy guy, John. I don't know if I can I can
I
make
know it's
that.
very hard.
He's all over the internet. He's working out constantly. He goes to bed pretty early, but he's up early in the morning. I don't know. He might be asleep already today.
Can you wake him up?
It's
Oh my-
almost
There you go.
bedtime.
Who is
It's almost
this?
bedtime,
Oh.
not quite. Oh, this is such an immense pleasure. It's been a pleasure actually from the very beginning when Mike reached out to me to be a part of RetroMania Wrestling and being a fan of WrestleFest and then being a fan of Fire Pro and all the series of the Fire Pro games. RetroMania is something, and people who have played these games and played RetroMania will know when I say this game has heart, this game has soul, and the fact that iiRcade has gotten together with RetroMania and RetroSoft Studios, two people with such passion to get together and to be able to work together and collaborate is pretty amazing. But I'm going to tell both of you something. One bug with this game, a bug that cannot be ignored. I'm going to let everybody in the chat room watching, listening. When in the hell did I ever jump off the top of the cage? I just saw that in the trailer. I'm like, what are you trying to kill me? Only one time in my career, and that's when I jumped off the top of the cage and got caught in the testicular claw by Luna Fashan. Never again. But I guess it's in RetroMania Wrestling too.
Hey, we wanted to capture that moment. That's DLC is going to be the testicular
That's
claw.
a pun right there. But in all seriousness, to be part of this game and then to be able to also physically, and it's not in this room, but it's in the home gym, to have the iiRcade cabinet and see the quality. And Mike, firsthand, we experienced early on working with a build your own cabinet with RetroPie and all these other things. And it helped me grow a greater appreciation for the UI integration that John and his team have put into the cabinet, into the software. You can literally just turn this thing on, pick it up, play, and just get to having fun, which is what playing retro games is all about.
And Stevie, how exciting is it to play the game yourself, be in the game?
It's very exciting. And it's very exciting to, like, Mike has gotten to know some of the guys. It's very exciting to see myself kind of paired up with people that I've wrestled a bunch, and also be in the ring with people that, quite frankly, I've never met.
Oh, amazing! And how do you feel about iiRcadians finally having a chance to play the game? They've been on the sidelines just wanting to get into this so badly. What's the experience going to be like for them?
It's absolutely worth the wait. Jong had said about Mike, and Jong's the same way, to have the tightly integrated hardware and software, meaning this thing is going to be 100% ready whenever it may be today. Who knows? Like, maybe, right, Jong? Whatever. We might have an official announcement before this entire stream is over.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Of course.
Keep them in the chat room. That's right. Good man. Good businessman.
Something that you guys have not known, that Stevie has seen my wrestling talents. You see my muscle here. Then he recruited me into BWO. So I'm officially 4th member of BWO.
No, I have to correct you. I'm officially retired, so you're the leader. You're gonna be in the sequel as the leader of the BWO.
Well, officially, I do have blue blood running in myself. So I'm always a BWO. But you're wearing the wrong T-shirt, Stevie.
I'm wearing the wrong.
Have you guys been?
There you go. That's what I.
There you go. There we go.
I live in Atlanta. It's a little hot here right now, but if I go to the mountains, I'll be sure to wear that. I wear that hoodie when I work out. I'm always cool. Repping. iiRcade is in the gym between sets, and also the iiRcade hoodie is on when I'm doing cardio or my weights.
Oh,
Jong,
I'm so honored. Thank you so much.
There it was, Jong. There's when you unveiled the BWO shirt for the first time.
Of course.
Live on the air, and you filled it out nicely. It's a double XL, and you're bulking up from the Starbursts.
Of course. Blue blood runs in myself. So
Stevie, anyone that you have a particular beef to pick with, anyone that you've had, or I guess who would your top choice be to take down in RetroMania wrestling? Who would you go after?
Well, probably the number one person that I have heat right now, I'd love to beat him up in the video game, would probably be Warhorse, because he didn't tell me to put on sunscreen before I went out to the pool today. So I got a little bit of a sunburn. So I got to come on here and be embarrassed. Like I'm always eternally blushing or embarrassed by something. Like Warhorse, yeah, that kid deserves a beating in the game. So I'll probably do it with him. But he's nowhere to be found, so I don't have to worry.
Now you just wait a damn second. Hold on. It's El Macho Muchacho Warhorse here, coming to you from the iiRcade lair, or as I like to call it, the Slayer lair, because, believe it or not, I actually kicked Jong out of here. He's stuffed in a closet right now streaming to you. And Stevie, your sunburn is not my damn problem. And just because you're bad-mouthing the good name of Warhorse, I'm going to stuff myself into a box. Yeah, I'm going to tape it closed, right? I'm going to send it to your house, and you're going to do another one of your unboxing videos. You're going to pop it open, and bam! Warhorse pop right in the chops, Bubba! Gotcha! What do you think about that, brother?
Well, I'm not really much of a horse guy. I'm more of a cat guy, so I don't know. I don't know if I buy into
Well,
that.
quit horsing around and pony up, brother.
Buddy, I assume since you're so much younger than me, you may have grown up watching me, so maybe this would be a nice little piece off
there we go.
right here.
Woo! It's beautiful.
Maybe that can get in the next game so we can all get sued. Who knows?
It'll be great.
It's funny because it's true.
We both know.
welcome, Warhorse. Warhorse has officially kicked me out of my lair. He is now the new owner of the lair. Woo!
Yeah, I'm over here.
I am in my closet right now, as you can see.
Yeah, I stuffed him in there about 20 minutes ago. I realized this layer isn't big enough for two of us. You know what I'm saying?
How do you like the layer?
It's nice. Nice. Needs more toilet paper. You got a mess to clean up when you come in here later. No, I like it. We got lots of RetroMania cabinets going on here in the back. I had them playing, but I'm going to go through and reset them. You guys keep chatting. I'm going to reset them. The gameplay on these games is great.
And John, where are you now? You were I think I saw you maybe imbibing in some pregame drinks with Warhorse.
Of course.
But then you were sent to the to the closet.
Happy
Oh, there it is.
juice.
Happy Juice.
It's on the loose. Happy juice, baby.
The Happy Juice is in the house. Yes.
Yeah, I drank a little bit of this, and then next thing I notice is that I'm in my closet. So I'm stuck here.
Hey, Stevie, have you fought against Warhorse in either in the game or in person?
Well, I've never had the pleasure of working Warhorse in person, but in the game, it's really cool. Like I said, I've been a guy who's always played games like Fire Pro and WrestleFest. You want to see not only all the move sets and what guys do with, say, the weak, the medium, and the strong type moves, also the tag team moves, the 6-man moves, stuff like that. And then you do different combinations. And that's something that early on Mike was talking about, these types of things related to especially Fire Pro, where you'll see the Doomsday device from the Road Warriors, but you also see other types of double teams from makeshift teams. Say if Warhorse would be kind enough to team with an old man like me, then we would, he'd obviously be carrying about 99% of the load during the match. I'd be getting paid more. That's the way the indies work. But don't worry, Raven put me through that for like 12 years, so don't worry.
Brother.
Right. Why does everybody have that reaction when they meet Raven?
By the way, you're 21 years old, right, Stevie? So you're not
I'm
old.
more closer to 51 years old, but that's okay.
Oh no.
Hey, listen, I will never being a child of retro games when they weren't retro, of arcade games like WrestleFest, Dragon's Lair, Space Ace, all the games you can get on iiRcade. I'm a big Mad Mania guy. Again, I've been playing that with RetroMania, and you have all these games that I actually got to see the debuts of. So I would never take away the childhood memories that guys like Mike and myself have.
Hey, let's go ahead,
Go
John.
ahead.
I was just going to say we'll get some game video in here too, so we can check out some of the action.
I'm terrible, by the way. So I don't know if that's a prerequisite to get kicked out of the game if you're not good at it.
Warhorse, what do you think about the game?
I think we spent about 2 weeks doing the mocap for this thing. It was rough. It was tiring. It was arduous, but it was worth it in the end. I think we all turned out great.
Yeah, that was the biggest cost of the game was the mocap, for sure. And dealing with some of these prima donna wrestlers.
Yeah, I know. I am not an easy person to deal with. So trust me, I get it.
Just ask John in the closet. There he is.
I'll let him out when I'm good and ready.
Okay.
So Warhorse, when you're playing the game, who would you like to beat up?
Well, before it wasn't Stevie, but now it's Stevie. But before it was Stevie, it was Nikita Koloff, because that was my dad's favorite wrestler and still is. And, got to knock him off his pedestal and make Warhorse his favorite wrestler. So, we got a little bit of work to do. And it doesn't help.
I'm really good with that, because every time I'm picked in the game, I actually get a royalty check. So I'm really good with that. They can beat the shit out of me all day. I don't care.
Whatever keeps you off the top of that cage, huh?
Yeah, you'll never see that again. If anybody ever does that, tag me on Instagram at Stevie Richards. I want to see you. To have me jumping off the top of the cage, because that is not ever going to happen in real life. Less Warhorse, if I have to make it up to you, maybe I'll do it. I don't know.
Hey, Stevie, are you in this one?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, yep, there we go.
Yeah, this is amazing. How many guys at the same time are actually having movement in this, Mike? This is a pretty complex type setup with all this movement going on at the same time.
Yeah, we had eight wrestlers at once. I was a little concerned it was going to be too chaotic in the ring, but it's all user configurable. So all the match types, if you think it's a little too chaotic, you can always tone it down to limit the number of wrestlers in the ring. But I like playing with 8. It's a fun experience.
It doesn't even look like the frame rate's dropping either. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it came out great. I mean, we had with all of the ports, that was one of the things we were concerned with as far as making sure we didn't lose any performance from PC to Switch to iiRcade to PS4 to Xbox, and they all play great. Every platform plays great.
And the only reason this is maybe moving just a touch slower with a little bit of lag is because of the screen share, right?
Yeah, it's just a
I think
video.
so. No, definitely.
So, Mike, what was the most difficult thing to develop on RetroMania Wrestling?
Just the sheer amount of artwork that took to going into it. Each wrestler has about 1,200 sprites and a sprite is just a single frame of animation, and just managing all of that artwork within the game was a pretty big task in and of itself.
Yeah, I personally thought when I was playing this game too, I mean, it was, I was like, oh my God, this is so amazing. This is a miracle because look at how many people you have seeing in the screen right now, right? Having this many kind of characters in other type of games, it slows the game down.
Right.
But here, everything's like so smooth. And that's one of the things I was really surprised about. And this is where I thought, Mike, you are pulling some miracles here in my phone. That was really awesome. How is this running on iiRcade from your perfection perspective?
100%. 100%. We, our team and, John, your team helped out with the QA as well. I'll give a shout out to Michael. But, he helped us with the QA on the iiRcade, and we got the performance the same as all the other platforms. So it came out great.
Yeah, when I saw this.
Guys, please ask any questions you have. John, this is a question for you because you said you threw out a maybe there at one point. Is this game now officially live?
I don't see how that's any of his damn business.
There's your answer. Yes, that was the correct answer, John, right? It's all set.
That was definitely the correct answer. Well, it's not live yet. But stay tuned.
Oh, okay.
Anything is possible.
There's and Warhorse, how about you? What's it been like playing? First of all, where do you have it set up, and what's it been like?
I got 2 shelves full of stuff, mostly Sting action figures and Funko Pops, and it's right dead center. And I've had a lot of fun with my arcade in general, just modifying it. I love getting handsy and getting crafty, so I have the lights and the speakers, I have the lights behind the machine and all that jazz. But as far as playing the actual RetroMania game, I tried streaming it with my buddy, and I was terrible at it. It was Dan Dad's live stream on Twitch. Y'all can do that. I don't know how to do it. I just show up, play the game. But I was very bad at it. He was very good at it. So I watched him win 10 pounds of gold with me. So, I lived vicariously through him. But,
nice. And what about your character, Warhouse, in the game? Do you feel like it's a pretty good simulation of how you wrestle?
Oh, for sure. For sure. He's got the rising lariat. He's got the big bad bitchin' elbow drop. You know what I mean? He's got the headbang and I can't say that on the screen. But he's got it all. Got it all in the game. They did a good job of cramming 4,000 pounds of raw heavy metal into 4,000 pounds of pixelated heavy metal. So, good job.
Nice.
And I'll have to add, Warhorse designed his own stage in the game as well.
I sure did. I got artsy fartsy. Had a whiteboard in my home gym. See, Stevie, I got a home gym too, Bubba. But I drew on it, and I drew. Oh yeah, I first. Look at his beef, brother. Look at his beef.
It looks good, actually.
It's thin, but it's in there. Brother.
EWTV worthy right there. Look at that.
I hope so. That's the plan, right? That's always the plan. But I had my whiteboard up in the gym, and I was sketching. I drew a skull, drew a little mosh pit, drew some skeletons, and team over at RetroSoft really made it come to life. And I'm loving what I'm seeing. And also, the skull turnbuckle pads, that was their little improv. They did a damn good job with that one. Masterpiece.
How about you, Stevie?
How
about your character, Stevie? Do you feel like it's a pretty good simulation?
I actually feel my character in the game is actually better than me in real life, so I don't know if it's very accurate. I don't quite remember myself being so powerful. So, yeah, good job, Mike. When you're the friend of the developer, you get certain perks. Also, in all seriousness, too, the Stevie Richards Fitness Arena and be able to. That was one of the first things Mike had offered to me to kind of really promote my fitness brand. I have resistance band training programs, and I have a YouTube channel based in fitness product reviews. And to actually see that come to life in story mode, and also as an arena is really, really cool. And I think we have one more we haven't revealed yet, right, Mike?
Yeah, so that's a goodest time of any right now. So we're actually one of the first free updates that everyone, all the iArcade world's going to get is we have a BWO themed arena coming soon. It came out really cool. That'll be in our first update with a couple other things, but yeah, it came out really cool. Stevie's heavily featured in it along with his comrades from the BWO. But yeah, it's funny. We had talked, Stevie and I talked early on, about incorporating some of his brand in, and I think our story, the guy who wrote our story, Sal Payne, was like, well, that'll be a great start to our whole story mode. So the first thing you do in the story mode is you talk to Stevie, and he's rehabbing you off an injury, and it all takes place inside the Stevie Richards Fitness Center. So it all came out really cool.
It's quite ironic that one of the most injured wrestlers in wrestling history is rehabbing you and your injury. So that's pretty good. What a rib on me.
Hey, John, we have the video of Stevie when he first receives his iArcade. Would you like to check that out just to see his reaction about the cabinet?
Absolutely.
Okay, Stevie, let's roll the video. Here we go.
Feels like it's a pretty decent type of, oh, there he is. Look at that. Oh my goodness, look at that. I almost cursed. Wow. Just kind of that lacquer, kind of glossy finish on it. Oh man. All right, I gotta put it together. That's awesome. Holy Okay, I'm sorry about that, but that was really cool. And there we go. It gets even cooler. Look at the artwork on this. Wow. So nice. Look at that. That is super cool. And the wood feels like it's a nice quality weight to it and everything. Oh, that's the front of the riser right there. Look at that. I believe that's the front. Man, there's House Hardcore. Very cool. It's just everything is boxed up and packed very well, and these are the side pieces, as you can see right there, for the edge of the, the two side pieces for that. And look at that. Look at that. How cool is that? Artwork everywhere. So happy with it so far. So cool.
There we go. Nice.
Very cool. That's just a small piece of, but you got a very organic reaction to taking that out. I appreciated each and everything. I felt like when I got it, as I do with a lot of my videos, the experience from the consumer from beginning to end. And I'm glad I did, because it gave me definitely, when you unbox this and the way the care is put into everything, the organization, I think in the video I called it Apple-like, because it is really something that's everything is in a place where it should be. I mean, even the fact that there's a 6 and a 9 and the 6 is underlined, so you're not confused by what part it's going to be. I mean, little touches like that. Even there was something with the LCD that they had updated, John, I believe, in the manual to give you a heads up. Hey, this is what you're going to have to do, and this is what has changed. But this was something that was so tightly packed. And as I said to Mike before, we got previous cabinets that we were going to test out in the early days of RetroMania, and it was nowhere near the ease, the quality, and everything else that was put into it. Everything that first cabinet wasn't, the iArcade was absolutely 10 plus on the other end of it.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate this video. When I first saw it, I was like almost gonna tear up, because I really appreciated it. And I also saw that the device was also in your gym, and I really loved your gym as well. So was really glad to see that too. So thank you so much, Stevie. I really appreciate you.
Thank you. I mean, like Warhorse knows, I don't have any friends, so I have to open up a home gym and stay away from people. So, but the thing with the cabinet, and especially having it in the home gym, that's two passions that I get to combine in one space and to be more, guys talk about WrestleMania, guys talk about other ways to be immortalized. But for me, video games and being in a game has always been the way that I know, like, hey, certain guys love, like I said, the WrestleMania and getting whatever. Me with being in the video game truly brings me back not only to my childhood, but also makes me feel like whatever legacy I had in wrestling or continue to have will live on. And somebody's kid is playing as me, or in the case of Warhorse, picking Warhorse to beat me up, whatever combination it might be. It's just such a privilege. And I don't think a lot of the wrestlers truly appreciate when all this work goes into making them essentially immortalized in this way.
Yeah, and there's a question here actually for both Warhorse and Stevie. How did you get involved in this game? From one of our iiRcadians. Warhorse, what was the connection?
Mine was a little interesting. Mine was a little different. There was a contest for independent wrestlers to sign up and try to get into this game, and it was all fan-based votes. And I actually made my way through first round, second round, third round, fourth round. I don't remember how many rounds, but made it to the finals. And if it wasn't for Warhorse fans, Warhorse wouldn't be in the game. So I'm eternally grateful to everybody that voted for Warhorse to put him in RetroMania. And then I got to meet awesome people like Jong. I'm talking to Stevie today, talking to all sorts of people I probably would have never met, at least right away in the wrestling world. So I'm very grateful for everything that RetroMania and RetroSoft Studios has been able to do for me.
And what about you, Stevie? Was it, I think you already knew Mike in advance, right?
Yeah, we had met a couple times, but going back, I think I'll meet Warhorse. I'll eventually have to put him over on some TV show in the coming years. So I'm sure we'll eventually sync up somehow. Just so you know, when you work me, Warhorse, I always politic to make the match as short as possible. So I get back to playing my arcade.
Duck 2 roll up. I'll see you out there.
I'll just call it out there, veteran. But yeah, Mike had reached out to me actually through Mike Archer, who I worked with in WWE. And this is a great lesson for anybody, not just in wrestling, to really treat people as you want to be treated, no matter where you're at in your life. Mike was in the office, and Mike did a lot of probably thankless work for the company. But I was always very grateful. Guys like me, Dreamer, and other people were very grateful for the work Mike Archer had done. He had worked very hard for WWE. And then he started working with Mike, RetroSoft Studios, contacted me about the game. And then Mike and I had crossed paths before a couple times, both being from the area, but never really talking. And Mike Archer was the way to get us together. And then a friendship blossomed, I hope.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Hey, Mike, another question here. Will more championships be added to the game?
Yeah, that is the plan. Absolutely. We have a lot of there we go. There's what I'd love to add.
Look at that
Pardon any lawsuits.
Yes,
Good looking strap
hold
right
that pose.
there.
Oh.
Good
But
looking
we have a lot of
I'm
plans.
on there again. Yeah, this is
there
the
we
whole
go.
one right here.
You gonna start singing?
No, that was the one. That's like the cage. It only happens once. I don't even know I don't even know who that person was. he was a lot braver than me back then, and he didn't know how. It's great when you actually were Clueless Putz at that time to play the Clueless Putz in ECW. That's why I worked. It was pretty much me in the real life.
But yeah, Colin, we have a lot of plans, and we had one of the longest probably launch windows of any game ever, just because we bit off a lot when we launched RetroMania, and this is our fourth console that we're going on. Probably the coolest one, if I don't say so. Looking at it right over here, but yeah, now we have our already kind of wish list of items that we want to do, and now we're starting to put together a roadmap of stuff that we're gonna put into the game. So we can't wait to see what else we can get in here.
Oh, very cool. Hey, on that note, Mike, do you think you could show us Stevie and Warhorse playing?
Absolutely.
All right, let's do it.
Let's see how this plays. This might be a double knockout on the lockup.
Remember, we're going short, so wrap it up real quick.
Okay.
Well, if we're on like
let's get that
AEW Dark Elevation, we can go like 35 minutes. I mean, that's a YouTube show.
Okay, here we go. So this is Mike's screen, as you can see.
Oh,
Where do we go? Where do we go?
Just do it in Warhorse's arena. I like that one. It looks good.
Here we go.
Very fast loading times, too.
Ooh. Hiss. Ooh, hiss. Ooh, hiss. Yay, he's awesome. Yay, look at him. He's got a best.
Is that the Ultimate Warrior? Or what's that? Who is that?
It's a cheap imitation. It's like
Scheduled for one fall and has no time limit. Introducing first, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Big Stevie Cool. And his opponent. This introduction will be in all caps. Weighing in at over 4,000 pounds of heavy metal, this is Warhorse.
Oh, you can't do that throat slash on WWE TV. Be careful.
The competitor.
well, the game's
I've already gotten too much offense.
Yeah, cut him off. Come on, get your head in the game. Get up.
Someone said in the chat that you're very easy to beat. Is that true?
Oh, they're full of it.
Into the corner.
oh.
I can't sell that.
All right, now
Now,
Mike,
good-
you're controlling.
Now, I've had concussion problems. You don't want to kick me that hard. Now, the thing about this game, in all seriousness, like you have to earn. There's a weak, a medium, and a strong box up there, right? Low, medium, high. Mike.
Yep. Yeah, and the moves progress similar to a wrestling match.
Stevie Richards is bringing that fire.
So now you'll notice that I'm in the long or the heavy stage now, so I can start doing more than just a hip toss like I just did there. But there we go. Power
I'm still learning
slam.
how to play the game. So this is
That's a Stevie bomb, actually. Thanks.
Is it a Stevie bomb? You hit me with a pile driver 2 minutes in. I love it. We're starting off with that hotness.
World here tonight.
Vince is yelling in Gorilla that I'm eating you up too much. Need to grab a hold.
That's fine. I think I need to leave the live stream. This isn't a good look for me. I'm not getting enough of it. There we go.
See, if this were an AEW, I would get total heat with the Bucks for doing their supposed finish.
No, it's fine. I'm working with Cody. It's all right.
Oh, okay. So, we got too much pyro. Doesn't Cody get all the pyro?
He gets all the pyro. I just got a little smoke machine. I didn't know you guys put my double X handle in there.
Well, that's a rat trap. How did you get that in there, Mike? I didn't know you could do that. That's from Stevie Night Heat days. Look at that.
We took care of you.
Well, I'd suck at the game, so I never got to that part yet.
There we go.
There it is.
Oh my God!
You're about to get beat on heat.
No. Woo!
All right, I don't like where I'm right behind. I just
Yeah,
I
I
gotta move
noticed
over to
that
the
too
side.
the
I
other
can't
day.
be in that
Somebody pointed
position.
that
I don't
out.
like it. I don't like it. Clearly, there's a bug in the game.
Actually, complete. Yeah, I mean, this is not reality based at all. I won the match. So,
Didn't even need the Stevie kick.
Didn't use the Stevie kick.
But Stevie kick is definitely in there. So one of the cool things, though, with the iiRcade version of the game, Colin, if you want to go back to the screen,
Yeah.
is the leaderboards. So you'll notice they're empty now. They will soon be filling up, I think. So you can do different types of matches for leaderboard matches: singles, tag team, 6-man tag, 8-man tag, and Retro Rumble. And it'll keep track the number of wins and that you get each time you win it. Now, The one thing about the leaderboards, it is on the highest difficulty setting, so you're gonna have to get good. And I can go in here and play. I'll probably get my butt kicked. And it automatically gives you an opponent. We'll go to Stevie Richards Fitness for this one. So now I'm in a leaderboard match, and if I can win this match, I'll get my first win and be on the leaderboards.
Nice. By the way, I don't think the people working out in the back are getting tested. I think we have to check those guys out. Might have a wellness policy violation.
Yeah, so we'll take a look here. We got some spin class going on over there.
That dude in the back's been going for reps, huh? I've been squatting that for a good 4 or 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Yeah.
Look at him. No quit. I think Stevie's right. I think he's on the gas.
But you know what? His toes are straight ahead and his knees are going out. So he's got good form. There's realism at every turn in these arenas.
To the outside.
So now if we go over here, we can see some resistance band training going on over here.
I do love that you can actually stop and do stuff on the apron instead of just going straight to the floor. So, whenever you want to do sick shit, you can get that in there too.
So how hard was it to do the moves on the apron, Mike? How hard was that to do?
It was a little difficult because some stuff just doesn't work on the apron. Man, I'm getting my butt kicked here. So we had to limit what moves could be done on the apron and what happened to them.
Army Dreamer has some serious anger issues, Ian. This is what he does, Ian.
And I'm not good at talking and playing, obviously, because when I start talking, I do even worse. Dreamer's kicking my butt here.
What was the programming for the how many lines of code did they have to throw in with the commentary to line it up with the moves and the situations?
Yeah, so that was one of the things we had to put code in, and on each move you basically had to line it up properly in order to say. I'm gonna get crushed here.
Oh, Trimmer's covering you. You're never kicking out of that.
But now I didn't. So you'll see here. Here's the leaderboard ranking, and right now, it looks like somebody got in there and beat one. It wasn't me, but it might have just be the default one that's up here. So as you win wrestler, or as you win, you'll be able to put your initials up on the leaderboards. And there, like I said, there's a leaderboard for singles tag, 6-man tag, 8-man tag, and Retro Rumble.
Now that is so awesome. Mike, what other iiRcade specific features are there?
So we had to but we had to modify everything for the iiRcade aspect ratio, which is 5:4. So we wanted to make sure like everything in there, fit in perfectly how we wanted to see it, and it really came out great. It just like it's a little more zoomed in. So if for those of you who like that little bit of a WrestleFest kind of look, it's a little more zoomed in on the iiRcade, which is nice. And just the sound on here really helps bring everything together on the iiRcade. So it's just awesome.
By the way, those speakers, man, you just turned the volume down. That caught me off guard. Those are a good pair with RetroMania.
Yeah, I heard they got a couple gigawatts in them, right?
1.23.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Hey guys, question here, guys. A track mode. I've seen that come up a couple times. Mike or John, do you want to address that one?
I'll answer that. So
okay.
We wanted to do something really special for a track mode. So it's not currently in but it's going to be in our first update. We're putting the track mode in. It's almost done working. We were hoping it would be done today to show off, but that is 100% going in, and it's in very shortly, and it'll be pretty cool. Could you explain what that is, Mike? Oh yeah, it's a good call. So because not everyone remembers, in the arcade games. When some of us grew up and we're in the arcades, each game would have an attract mode on it to attract players to the game. So it's a video sequence that plays through in iiRcade, and some of the games already like on the iiRcade have it, like Dragon's Lair and Space Ace, so that when you're walking by, you can see an attract mode come up of the game. So we are adding that to RetroMania on the iiRcade version as well.
Excellent. John, there's a question here, online play as well. That usually comes up with most launches.
No, so yeah, the only online part of this is the leaderboards right now. So
Okay,
the leaderboards are connected to the iiRcade servers, and will be updating as needed if you guys are good enough to win any of the matches.
One
Very
of the things
good.
I was really surprised about when I first saw the game is the camera angle, right? So many may not think that this is significant from an experience perspective, but oh my God, it makes a huge difference. And when you play it, so when I was first talking to Mike, the very first thing that Mike said is, John, we have to make this into the best arcade game ever, especially best wrestling arcade game ever. And the camera angle was going to be a very critical portion of that. And he's like, I want to make this happen. And guess what, guys? He made it happen. And it's really, really amazing. So I personally think that feature is a huge differentiator for arcade gaming.
And I think Mike's teamed up Warhorse and Stevie here.
Yeah, just make sure you tag him right in to do all the work.
I got
Will
you.
do.
I got it. Tag me in. Coming in hot. Starting hot, baby. Then we'll get that online play, and then we'll finally have this one-on-one.
I did one move. Time to get out.
Oh, you reversed it. Crap.
Now, what are the standard double teams, Mike, for people out there saying it's not an actual tag team like the Road Warriors?
Yeah, so there's like double clotheslines, double elbows, double backdrops, and then there's a couple other ones, but they're all triggered by a tag. Yeah, can I? There we go.
So if you have
They're
a
all
headlock
triggered
on
by a
somebody,
tag once you have them in a headlock.
so if you have him in a headlock, you do the tag, but he keeps reversing because it's Hawk. What the hell can you do? But but that's also another thing. You have to learn. You have to wear him down enough. You just can't go right for a double team move either.
Right, and that's what I'm having a problem doing. Let me.
And these moves are right in line, right? Like Warhorse, the moves we're seeing is pretty much what you do in the ring.
So far, what I've seen checks out.
Okay, cool, nice.
I would definitely punch him in the face in that scenario. Definitely drop kick.
Oh,
I don't
amazing.
know. He's probably a foot taller than me, so I feel like I'm getting way too much in. He's tagging out. Hawk's gonna no sell everything. It'll be great. We'll have a good time.
You can stay in there. You don't have to
There we go. Here's a double team.
Nope, you're coming in. Come on, double backdrop or back elbow.
You went for an elbow. I hit a shoulder block. What happened there?
Little miscommunication.
You gotta figure this out.
That's a fantastic tag team right there.
Yeah.
Hit the button faster.
Oh, he's kicking you right in the red part.
And you're standing there letting him.
I want. What do you think? It's Hawk. What do you want me to do?
I don't know. Pray for me or something, I guess. Look at that. You see that flash of green? That's a green hand.
So when you do have the upper hand, like you flash a color in order to do that.
Yeah, so one of the things we put in here was called a grapple assist. So when people had a hard time with the timing, the game, which is notorious with Fire Pro of getting the timing right, so it's really a barrier to entry and playing it. Well, there's a neck breaker. So I wonder if Stevie remembers that move.
Oh yeah. Oh, you got all the hits in there, didn't you?
So for that particular move, I'm just going to pause this for a second and talk. But for the Stevie had the spot when he would wrestle, and it was a Bronco. It's called a Bronco Buster, and he was notoriously not good at connecting on that move.
Well, that's a tribute to one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, who used to miss as well all the time. It was Bobby Eaton. He used to do that.
Oh, that's
back
right.
in the NWA.
Oh my God, that's
I took
right.
it from Bobby Eaton. He was the best at doing it. So every time I did that, because I told him, I always try to put stuff in my matches of people that I respect or people's work that I could physically actually do too, but I appreciated it. So I would miss that on purpose in almost every match out of respect for Bobby Eaton. So people would make fun of it and all that, but the guys who got it would be, okay, he threw that in there for this dude just to, because I just remember seeing that. It was something that didn't hurt, but obviously it looks like it kills you.
It looks like it hurts.
Well, it doesn't. Nothing you do in wrestling feels great. I mean, you feel it, but
there we go.
If anything, you know what happens more than anything? My shoulder got popped out once because I would go over the top rope with it as I would straddle, and my left shoulder just kind of went out when I went there. So that's pro wrestling for you. And I had to sell my what and not my shoulder, which was really hurt.
Oh man.
Here we go.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Boy.
Nice move.
All right.
Now,
Okay.
this is right here, what you have here, Mike, on the pause thing.
Yep.
This is something, once again, if somebody's played RetroPie or any kind of emulator or anything like that, getting from the game to pause and then back to the main menu, it is sometimes a pain in the ass. It's button combinations, but on the cabinet, on the iiRcade cabinet, you just hit menu, pause, hold the button, and it brings you back to the game menu. Just little UI touches like that coming from a very clunky interface makes me appreciate what Jong and the team did.
Jong, I think you implemented that, Jong, so that you can take a sip of your happy juice, right? You got to be able to pause.
Do that. Let me drink on for Stevie.
You don't have any lean in that, do you?
Oh no, Warhorse has got a
Is that what
problem.
the kids drink?
I'm empty.
Lean?
I'm out. It's all gone.
Jong,
I
Jong,
got a little too happy too quick.
you're allowed to leave the closet, Jong. You have to refill Warhorse.
9 o'clock. He'll get out later.
Okay, he'll get out later. Okay.
He'll get out when I let him out.
Hey, Jong, you have some very special giveaways here today. I know we're getting a lot of comments begging for a detonator here. Some people say they'll keep watching, but they got to start playing at the same time.
Everybody's excited.
Jong, do you want to share with us what the special exclusive trivia prizes are for today?
Absolutely. Colin, did you get the file I sent you?
Oh, yeah. Where'd you send it, Jong?
I'm going to push it back on, Colin.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, while you bring it up.
Was it in Telegram, Jong?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
While you bring that up, I have a question for both of you. Something that I was wondering. I'm assuming that when you're wrestling, it's very easy to get injured, right?
Depends if you're good at it.
Why do you see so many people getting injured today? Sorry.
Dude.
Did I say that out loud?
Dude. But anyway.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, John.
Oh, no, it's okay. One thing that I was wondering is I've been a very big wrestling fan since I was young, right? I grew up in the early 80s, since then watching wrestling. And at the time, right, when they're doing neck breaker and things like that, I'm like, oh my God, you're going to break somebody's neck. And there's also been some rumors that some of them are scripted, some of them are real, that kind of thing. But if you're getting injured, I'm like, this has to be real, right? So there's a lot of action going on. I was just wondering.
Well, the thing is that, like, we are conditioned, at least when I went to wrestling school, we are conditioned to finish the match no matter what. There's a famous one where Steve Austin literally couldn't feel his legs but finished the match against Owen Hart after that botched tombstone. Hunter blew out his quad and still told Jericho to put him in the walls of Jericho. And that's why wrestlers, Mike knows, wrestlers are crazy. I've been in plenty of situations where I was knocked out cold and didn't remember any of the match. I had to watch one on YouTube, and I was like, I don't even remember half of that match because I was knocked out. But there's something, maybe it's because we grew up watching wrestling and as children loved it too, and that passion deep within us, but also being conditioned in a boot camp type atmosphere to be brainwashed in a way to finish this match and give the people what they paid to see. That's sort of the foundation, at least back in the 90s when I learned, and it was always instilled in me. So injuries are like, it's kind of like it's going to hurt anyway, and it does hurt, and I'm already hurt anyway, so I might as well finish the match. That's kind of the way I think we process it, right, Warhorse?
Oh, for sure. I had a point where I had a turnbuckle hook put in my mouth, and things went south, and an accident happened and ended up ripping my face open, and I was bleeding out, and I didn't realize how graphic or nasty the injury was because there was kids in the audience, and if I did know, I would have stopped right then and there, how bad it was. But I didn't, and I wrestled for another 5 or 6 minutes with my face hanging off. So even though, yeah, it is a little scripted, but we know what we're doing, and we're trying not to hurt each other, but sometimes stuff just happens.
Oh,
now,
my
the
word.
weird part about wrestlers too is that, like, I say it today, like if they would just put the cameras backstage, we'd be drawing 8, 9s, and 10 ratings, because what happens behind the scenes and the drama or the tension between some of the talent, and especially the talent and the office, that stuff would draw ratings. The interesting thing about wrestlers too is that as much as it's like football, if you really don't like a guy, you can hit him as hard as you can. You can commit a personal foul. You can do all these things to try to get him because you don't like him. In wrestling, it's quite the opposite, and especially if it's somebody that you don't necessarily get along with, you're extra careful, not only because you take great pride in what you do and you don't want to hurt anybody, but because certain people are watching it to see if you are going to be extra professional in a situation where, quite frankly, they're testing you to throw you in there with somebody that you might not, be so apt to kind of like pull your punches or work with them. And that's the ultimate, I think, testimonial for professionals in professional wrestling is, no matter how I feel about you, we might have had a real shoot fight in the locker room, but the minute the music hits and we go through the curtain, our job is to cooperate and not hurt each other. And I think that takes a great amount of mental discipline that wrestlers, quite frankly, don't get because they think they're just dumb wrestlers. But they're some of the most disciplined people that you can ever meet in that situation. That's a long-winded answer, I know.
Oh, amazing.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I have huge respect for athletes and wrestlers, especially you guys define my youth, right? So my childhood. I have huge respect for you. I just want to say thank you for what you do to bring us and build our childhood memories by sacrificing yourself, and then also being our heroes, because we need, especially when we were young, we needed somebody to look up to, and you guys are making that happen for us. So I want to say a big thank you for making that happen before we continue to our showing of our new prize, I guess, right? So both of you, thank you so much. Love you a lot.
Well, thank you for having us.
you.
And you sent us arcade cabinets, so I'm sure we're even now.
And
we all grew up watching Warhorse and the old
Yeah.
And you'll soon, maybe you guys will be one of the proud winners of the first ever RetroMania iiRcade t-shirt. John, how many are available? Oh, that's the front side of it. He's got, Warhorse has it on. Don't
They
turn around,
love
Warhorse.
seeing me. They love watching me walk away.
Okay.
Swing on that board.
There you go. Oh, yes. So this
So-
one has, this is the, John, go ahead. Yep.
So this t-shirt is a very special limited edition that Mike and I made happen together, right, Mike?
Yep, absolutely.
There's a lot of sweat that went into this. It was hard, but we finally made it happen. This specific t-shirt is going to be very limited in quantity. It's like the name is, limited edition. It's limited quantity. We only have a very few number of it, and Mike gets half, I get half, and then we will distribute these to you if you get, for example, our trivias right, Mike?
Yep, absolutely.
Woo!
Okay, which we got 3 questions. We'll do them pretty quick because everyone's getting excited for a maybe detonator event coming up here. Warhorse, do you want to lead off with a trivia question?
No.
Okay.
Okay, I will.
Okay.
So Big Stevie Cool was in a trio before at the Blue World Order. Warhorse used to be in a trio as well before I started donning this handsome face that you see before you. What was the trio called that I was in? Not Stevie, but me.
Very good. Here we go. Let's check the answers.
There's going to be 2 people that get this right.
We got a preemptive answer that came in before the question was completed.
Prince Malcolm.
Prince Malcolm, yep.
You're thinking like a pauper, Malcolm. You're hardly a prince.
How about this?
Bushwhackers. Close. No, not really. Close. A little bit. Battery books. No, that's not it either. Yep, that's it.
There it is.
Party.
Woo! Cool toy.
Hussing and cussing all across the nation.
The first ever RetroMania T-shirt goes to Cool Toy.
Oh my
God.
I knew you could do it. I had all the faith in you, Cool Toy.
All right, how about
he was a big wrestling fan too.
Oh yeah.
I'm not surprised he got the answer.
Yeah, he actually does the retro buzz with Steve Haywood. He has you on there. Sometimes I think they're coming up at 6 p.m. right after us. So you should catch that.
Oh yeah, perfect. And Stevie, how about your question?
Well, I'll go off the BWO one. That's easy, but it's a little people don't seem to know the actual event that the BWO debuted in 1996. So that's the question. What was the event that the BWO debuted?
Oh, cool. Good question.
Oh, nice question.
Yeah.
In honor of John, because he wore the BWO shirt. So we'll.
I thought I knew a lot about wrestling until you said that.
Little Easter egg. We didn't wear those shirts. We actually wore white ones that were all hand airbrushed in South Philadelphia. Meaning got them airbrushed, and that was. I mean, I don't even know where that shirt is, but you'll probably find it on eBay somewhere. Someone picked it up. If I knew then what I know now, I'd still have it in. I'd sell it on eBay and then buy an iiRcade cabinet with it.
Woo!
Find
it.
You got it right. November to remember.
Oh, November to remember. Okay, here we go.
Stanberry got it right.
Oh,
November to remember.
There's one above it. Let's make sure we get the first one here. There's a couple of YouTube ones here too.
Oops.
No, that's okay. He was on YouTube, Stevie. Does that count, guys? Short form of November? I think so, right? That counts, eh?
That counts.
Make a judge's call. I mean, it's the same
Yeah.
thing.
No, I think that's good. Yeah, for sure. So How and Rob, I think, is the first on YouTube, and then Hassan was just after that on Facebook. Good answer, guys. Okay, excellent.
Congratulations. Woo!
Congratulations there. And everyone email contact at iiRcade.com with your shirt size. Okay, Mike.
Stevie took mine because that's what I was going with.
Oh, okay.
I got another one.
Okay.
Name the person who filled in for Big Meanie at a TNA BWO reunion show.
Whoa. Sounds hard.
Did an amazing job, too.
Looks like Stevie knows the answer.
I sure hope so. The CT hasn't picked on that bad yet.
Sorry. No. Let's see here. Okay. Bret Hart?
Bret Hart would be awesome.
Yeah. Rob Van Dam? RVD?
Nope.
Let me know if you see it, guys, because they're scrolling fast.
If you call the RVD up for an ECW themed pay-per-view on TNA and you asked him to be 1/3 of the Blue World Order, I think you're severely underselling how much Rob could sell a pay-per-view. I think you should put him a little bit higher on the card than that.
Okay.
This is more of a probably obscure one, even for wrestling fans.
But he did an amazing job.
Yeah.
He went with it. He committed to it, and it was a lot of fun. We missed Meanie that night, but he did.
All right, so we have
job.
a close winner. If no one gets it soon, someone's on the right track.
Which one was
Robert Peacock
close?
is on the right track.
Okay.
Whoa.
Let me know if you spot it, guys. They're scrolling quickly on this.
His name. He did have blue in his name, but it was something else. So there, I gave you a hint.
Oh, he had blue in his name. Okay.
Blue in his name, but something else.
Oh, okay.
Stevie Richards. I did enough work. I didn't need to play two people in the group at once.
Oh man,
it's bad enough. I took the heat in the finish in every 6-man. That was my job,
dude. And without Google, Robert Peacock.
Is that guys? Nope.
No, I mean Robert Peacock has it. He just forgets his name.
How about this one?
Nope.
Yeah, it's Blue Horse. it was Blue Horse.
Yeah.
You can team with me. Hey, you can team with them in Alaska. They're doing BWO up there without my permission.
I'm on my way. Send me the ticket.
No, it's not the Blue Blazer.
P-Dubs, get out of here.
Blue Dust.
P-Dubs is on.
Get out of here, P-Dubs.
You might have to ask another question. This is going off the rails quick.
Or all right, either do that or I can ask another one a little easier, or we can go to I don't know. Have you guys given stuff to Robert Peacock before?
Yeah, let's do both. Robert Peacock is a winner. Let's go for another one.
So it's actually, we're going to give it, he's the winner?
Blue Demon?
And then we'll do another one.
Nope, that's not it.
Okay.
No, so it was Big Tilly.
Big Tilly. But it was the Blue Tilly that night.
Right. The Blue Tilly that night.
Okay, yep.
And he was a member of Phi Delta Slam. Which was
him and Bruno Sassi were a good team. Yeah. They were a good couple guys.
There it is. Here it is now. I don't know if
yep, Big Blue Tilly.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, so who was the winner again, Mike? Do you remember?
Robert Peacock.
Robert Peacock. Okay, guys. So
yeah, and Mike, let's do another question.
Oh, we're gonna do one more.
Yeah, one more from the guy.
Well, all right, here's just a random wrestling one from an 80s wrestling trivia question. Name the two members of the Miracle. What the hell was it called now? I just had it in my head.
Miracle Violence Connection?
Yes, the Miracle Violence Connection. There we go.
Oh, I don't even know that one. But I already got a T-shirt, so it doesn't matter.
Can I win a second T-shirt?
Yes. Yes.
That one might be a little hard too.
I only need one. I don't need two.
All right, we got Brian Stump is the winner.
Okay, there we go with Gordy Williams.
Woo!
Yeah.
Wow.
Terry Bam Bam Gordy and Steve Dr. Death Williams.
And right below him.
Was that their Japanese team name?
Yeah, it was.
Wow, that's deep.
All right.
I wrestled both of them too in ECW, and I didn't even know that while they were wrestling in Japan. So that just shows you whatever. I was probably too scared to remember anything.
Okay, John. Well, we're getting a few comments here asking for some kind of a detonator. They're talking about Starburst. They're talking about Happy Juice. They're talking about Friday Night. But John, you said maybe. What do you think?
Are we supposed to say something, Mike? I don't remember anything.
Oh yeah, Mike, is it ready? Wait a minute, Mike.
I don't have a detonator on me. Does anyone else happen to have a detonator?
Does anybody have a detonator? We don't have any detonators to detonate anything.
Is this close enough? Is that all right?
Oh, wait a minute.
I found this.
Oh my God. What is it? A detonator. Woo! So Warhorse, what you're supposed to do is go put your finger up, put your index finger up and put it up and go, one more thing. Ready? You go like this. One more thing. Ready? Go.
One more thing.
Woo!
One more thing.
Oh my God. There's a one more
I found
thing
this detonator. If you don't deposit $1 million into my bank account by morning, this clock is going down. Is that how this works? Or is this just to drop the new game? Let me know. I'm happy with both. That's fine.
So what do you have to do?
Yes,
what do I do?
All right. So this detonator is wait a second. I'll be right there.
Oh, where's John going?
Okay.
Oh, wait, he's coming around. Is he allowed out of the closet?
Who let you out? Woo! Yeah!
Oh!
Yeah, we did it. Yeah. I don't know how you got out of there, but you're here. All right. So how do we do the count? Do you need to hear?
No, I'm good. You
Okay,
guys can hear me, right?
Yep, you guys are good.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is first we're gonna tell them what this detonates. What does this detonate?
What does it mean?
I don't know.
RetroMania Wrestling.
RetroMania.
So thematic with what's going on today. I suppose it should be WrestleMania, yeah?
Probably.
All right.
Probably. Is that right, Mike?
Yep. So if you haven't guessed already, today we're launching RetroMania Wrestling. So we're going to be going live shortly on the iiRcade store. The game is coming out. It's going to be this weekend only. It's going to be the pre-sale price or the special pricing of $24.99 up through Sunday night, I believe.
What
Right,
a
John?
party.
Sunday night, and then it'll go to $29.99 next week on Monday.
Still a great
Got you
price.
Straight up there, look.
So under 30 bucks regardless.
All right. So when do we do the countdown?
So, guys, is everybody ready?
Yes.
There are-
Indicator, yes.
We've got people already buying, John. Buying. It's all right. Yes. Yes,
Fill
we
up
have
those
the official
leaderboards.
yeses. We're ready, John. We got the official. Yeah, we got yeses.
Are we ready
We
for
have yeses.
countdown?
You're ready.
Everybody.
Yep.
Everybody. 5,
5,
4,
3,
3,
2,
1.
1.
Yes.
We did it! And it's live in an Woo! Yeah, look at it. It's beautiful. Magnificent. Woo! It's art. Take the Mona Lisa. I knew we
Woo!
Hell yeah.
We did it.
That I'm talking about, baby.
Yes.
All back here, looking good.
So get on and try to get on the leaderboards, although you may need some practice first.
God knows
I'm
I do.
already on it. Don't mind
There
me,
we
I'm
go.
just jumping on the leaderboards right now.
You're competing head to head with Warhorse on the leaderboards. John, are we officially live?
Yeah, just to let you know, everybody. Normally, when I press the detonator, the angel who detonates for me when it's pressed, he's on vacation today. So I need to press. I need to press the button.
Okay, John.
I completely forgot about it too, so I'm doing it now.
All right, Jogger. Yes.
You know what I realized? Warhorse, you're supposed to hold the detonator horizontally, not vertically.
Oh,
When
he
you're
had it
Did I do it wrong?
That's
Hold
why
on.
it's not
I'm busy
detonating
rolling
yet.
in. So do we need to do it over? Ever start over? Start the whole stream over.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, from the top.
All right. So,
All right. Anyways,
Okay.
so do I eat it now?
let's. The pressing didn't happen right away. So hold it.
Like this?
Yeah, I'll show you. No,
Come
the
back.
other way. Flat.
way.
Hold it flat.
This way? Yeah.
So you hold it like this. You hold. There
Like
you
that?
go. All right.
right.
Now it's going to detonate. We'll do a quick countdown from 5 again, real quickly.
Again.
Again.
Spot, huh?
5,
5,
4,
4, 3,
3, 2.
2, 1.
Retro Mania.
There we go.
Wrestling.
There we go.
Woo!
Is it
Now
official,
you
John?
can get
This way,
that.
go.
Woo!
It's official. Wait.
It is official.
We did it. We did it.
We did it. Woo!
RetroMania. RetroMania is delicious too.
WrestleMania is live. We finally
Yes.
did it.
That's our victory, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Woo!
Somebody
Everybody-
already bought it. Somebody already bought it.
That was fast.
Yeah, they're buying. They're buying, Stevie. You're right.
Woo! You know, one thing that I really wonder is 2 things. Number one, how quickly will RetroMania Wrestling take our number 1 spot? Number
Yes.
2, we have one game where it has never given up its number 1 spot yet in its all-time list. Will RetroMania Wrestling be it? I am very curious to find out. Let's make it happen.
I think
Let's
judging
make
by
it do it.
John, you're on the way. People are going nuts here. This is a record breaker.
Woo!
How's that
Yes.
make both of you guys feel after all this work and everything to see people just instantaneously waiting to buy this? Like I see the chat, bought it, got it, bought, purchased. How's that make both of you guys feel after all this work?
Awesome.
Mike,
You know,
are you
it's
trying it?
Yeah, it's funny. When I started this like 3 years ago, the first thing I thought of was, does anyone else even interested in a game like this? Because it was kind of my childhood dream to make another game, another 2D arcade wrestling game. And WrestleFest, Superstars before that, Map Mania, Slam Masters, all these other great all these great wrestling games I grew up with, these 2D arcade wrestling games, and it's so great to know that there's a lot of other people out there like me that love games like this. So it's awesome seeing everybody sharing the same passion that I have.
Did you guys hear a little vibration in Mike's voice when he was just talking? You guys cannot see it, but I can. The little tears that's coming out of his eyes.
With a tear in my eye. This is the greatest day of my life.
Woo. And this is the arcade version of it, Mike, right?
Absolutely.
The dream.
Absolutely. Gunther says he's getting on the leaderboard. We'll find out who's going to be the first one to get on the leaderboard.
All right.
What a way to end this, though, after being on Xbox and Steam, Nintendo Switch, PS4. I mean, I can't think of a better way to end the launch, to end the release of RetroMania, the initial release before DLCs and other things that are going to come in the future, to end with something special like this iiRcade cabinet and you two guys coming together and the culmination. It couldn't have been, even with all the ups and downs, it couldn't have been timed better to end the initial release and launch with this cabinet.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, it's really the home it was meant to be on. And I see Christian Howard is probably our #1 super fan there.
Yeah.
Now I have all versions. Life is good, and I feel that way. Now it's out on all versions. Life is good for me too. So Christian's actually in the game in the crowd through relentless reminders to me. He's a Guinness Book of World Records holder for being in video games, being pictured in video games. So just give him a little shout out there. But yeah, this is just, it's surreal seeing this come to, just the fact that I have this arcade machine in my house now with my game featured on it, and it's not something I did. It's not like something I had to do. It is amazing. It's just amazing.
Mike, one quick question that's come up a few times here. How will the DLCs work?
Yeah, it'll be through an update. We'll release more information on that through John will release that as well. We're working on it already, DLC. We were really getting through the launch before we really started rolling out more information about that. But now that we're through the launch of all the platforms, we're already working on the DLC. So Chris Bay is going to be the first one released. And that's going to be free DLC, but we'll have more information and more details to come. And like I said, in the first update, we're going to have a new BWO arena along with the track mode is going to be in as well. So, and that'll be coming, and more information will be coming very good.
All right.
Yeah, I want to say a huge message of thank you to Mike. Mike has. Right, he's not been sleeping. I know that because we're talking like every day. He's not been sleeping. He's been working, giving all himself to deliver this to you. One of the things that Mike did, and by the way, he really, really loves you, and it shows if we play his game, that there are not only special modes on iiRcade version of it, but the performance and everything is just phenomenal. You'll be surprised when you play the game, you'll see. And this does not come for free. Again, Mike and his team, and also our Michael, has spent a lot of time, lost a lot of sleep, didn't even eat.
I didn't miss too many meals.
All right, they didn't eat Starburst to make this happen. This did not come for free. It came because they gave all themselves to make this happen for you. So and everybody who loves games, especially awesome wrestling games like RetroMania Wrestling. I personally believe RetroMania Wrestling is like the best wrestling game that's ever made, and I'm very happy that it's an iiRcade. So, Mike, I want to give you a huge thank you and applause for making this
Thank
happen.
you, John.
You
Thank you.
deserve it. We love you. And
Colin, I didn't quite hear you clapping loud enough.
Into the I can't clap too high because the.
I'm just joking.
I also want to give my huge thanks to Stevie and Warhorse as well, and also our wrestling friends. We have Mike Bucci, we have Blue Mini, Mike Cardona, and others who've been very excited about making this happen. And first of all, thank you for being in the game, because if it wasn't for you, we don't have the game today. So that's number one.
Absolutely.
Number two, like I said, you guys are bringing up our dreams to make happen, and allowing us to play as you in the game is just phenomenal. And also, very importantly, you guys haven't seen, right? Our audience, our family members haven't seen what's happening in the background. Stevie, Warhorse, Mike Pucci, Blue Mini, and everybody have given us a lot of support, right? So especially if you see their Instagrams and others, you can see how much of an amazing support that they have given us. And those were the driving force that enabled Mike and me, Michael and others, to have the energy to make this happen. So I wanted to give huge thanks to our wrestling friends who made this happen. Again, without you, today wasn't going to happen. The game wasn't there, and we don't have RetroMania Wrestling Cabinet today. So, guys, Stevie, Warhorse, all our friends, I want to give you a round of applause. We really love you. We really appreciate you. So
absolutely,
excellent.
Thank you so much.
It's easy to support really good, passionate people like yourself and Mike. So it's not a chore and it's not a job at all to be able to help foster any sort of success and be a part of it. And of course, like I said before, to be immortalized in a video game and on a video game cabinet is a childhood dream come true. It's pretty cool. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And I personally didn't know much about the iiRcade until WrestleMania happened, but now that I've learned about it and I've learned about how great the community is and how helpful each and every person involved with it is, it's something I can't help but try to spread the word on, because it's a product I believe in. I think that just the community itself is worth being a part of iiRcade.
Ooh, appreciate it.
Oh yeah,
thanks, my friend. You know, when Warhorse stepped into our lair for the first time today, he knew every single one of our languages, the happy juice and everything. He loves the layer.
I like the streams. I watch the streams religiously for like the past month or so. Yeah.
Yeah. If you guys remember, we've seen both Stevie and Warhorse in our streams. And we're like, oh my God, Stevie's here. Oh my God, Warhorse is here. Do you remember those moments? And I really want to, again, give you my sincere appreciation for being an amazing family to both of you, Stevie and Warhorse. I really appreciate you. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Again, we couldn't have done this without you. So,
John, you better be careful because people are starting to type one more thing in the comments. So I don't know if you got anything on standby.
I thought we did that.
We did.
Yeah.
It was the biggest one more thing in history by Warhorse. It was a record.
I did it.
Yeah.
It was cool. Everybody just relax. We're not doing 9 one more things like we did the other day, okay?
That's right. Thank you. John, can we have
guys? I'm already complaining to John about a lack of John Pong. I'm working on it. We don't have the technology yet. We're working on it. So just settle down. No more things.
No more things. It's Friday. Okay. Thank you, John. We have to have Warhorse available for that at any given time. Can he go live to limit the one more thing? So we.
All right, man. Just kidding.
Oh, John.
All right,
don't do that.
Today we're gonna have Mike Herman sing. How about that? Karaoke day. Woo!
I'm losing you. I'm losing you.
That's right. Hey,
My connection's going out.
Mike, don't worry. It's a 40-minute Zoom call. It's timing out right now, so
Right.
we'll be fine.
Okay.
Okay. No, but seriously, guys, thank you so much. What an amazing show. And Warhorse has decided no more things. It's Friday. We got the best one more thing in history, right, John?
Of course.
So thank you, Stevie. Thank you, Warhorse. John, amazing. Congratulations. Mike, incredible.
Thanks,
And
guys.
guys, we'll play you out with the RetroMania video that you've all seen before.
Oh, this where I'm jumping off the cage.
Yep.
That's right.
Do it again.
I want to see
That's
it.
Stevie. Yeah. But have a great time, everyone.
Maybe it all out. I'll do it.
Yep. And on an iiRcade Live very soon, we'll check the leaderboard, right, John?
Absolutely.
See how RetroMania is doing. All right.
Absolutely. I want to see your names in the leaderboards. Let's do it, guys. Woo!
Okay. Thanks, everyone. Have an awesome weekend. Enjoy RetroMania. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Welcome to RetroMania Wrestling! That's gotta hurt. Over 15 unique arenas. So many ways to play. Choose from 16 wrestlers from yesterday and today. Wow! Up to 8 wrestlers in the ring at once. Over 50 possible